It is the ultimate David and Goliath story. Literally a child versus a towering football legend, a pillar of the community. But it wasn't just convicted former Penn State football coach Jerry Sandusky who was the victimizer. Victim number one, Aaron Fisher, says there were others who were supposed to help him but did not. So tonight we will confront them and ask for answers. Our story begins, ironically, in a place called Happy Valley.
Someone powerful at the school abused young boys.
It was a scandal of epic proportions.
Child sex abuse committed by Jerry Sandusky.
Years of glory erased.
Horrific accounts of a Sandusky basement of horrors.
Penn State, where football is religion, exposed for the ultimate sin, protecting a monster. Former coach Jerry Sandusky. But we have never seen or heard from the boy who started it all.
My name's Aaron, otherwise known as Victim 1.
But Aaron Fisher doesn't see himself as a victim anymore. He is a track star who says he's spent close to half his life trying to outrun Jerry Sandusky.
A victim means people feel sympathy for you. I don't want that. I would rather be somebody who did something good, like a hero or something.
Aaron Fisher is now 18 years old, coming forward with a book called Silent No More, the story of what it took to bring down Sandusky as a boy living in a small town where so many work for and worship Penn State.
I didn't think anybody was going to believe me ever.
Wasn't easy.
No, not at all. I was kind of thinking that he was going to get off scot-free with this, and then I'm just going to be another kid in the front page of the newspaper that has a big liar stamped across his forehead.
Aaron's story begins in the summer of 2004. Aaron was 10 years old, living in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania, literally in the shadow of Penn State. That's when he got the best news of his life, an invitation to join the Second Mile, a charity for needy kids founded by Jerry Sandusky, a legend in the community, even once rumored to be a possible successor to Joe Paterno.
It was kind of like giant stuffed teddy bear. He just seemed like the all-natural father figure, like something that most kids wish that their dads did.
Especially kids like Aaron, who came from a struggling family and had no father at home. Jerry soon singled Aaron out, saying he had promise and athletic potential. He then started taking the young boy to big-time sporting events. This is cool stuff.
Yeah, and we sat in box seats. Like, that was the coolest thing ever.
Then, Jerry offered to let Aaron spend weekends with him. Aaron's mother, Dawn, was skeptical, but Jerry said he just wanted to help relieve the single mother's stress. She had 2 other kids at home, one with special needs. You're a mom. All moms have the radar. This is an older man, an adult. What did you tell yourself? Why did Jerry Sandusky want to shower attention on your son?
Well, I assumed it was because he was athletic and he had a bright future.
And Dawn says there was also the fact of who Jerry was.
Everybody knew who he was. He's a great guy. Everybody, you know, even my own father, he said, you know, he does great things for kids.
At first, for Aaron, it was like a vacation. Aaron described Sandusky's home as a playground, a basement decked out with everything a boy could want.
Dartboards and pool table, shuffleboard, and then little video games.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
But then things started to get weird in the 12-year-old's mind.
And he put his hand on my leg while we were driving. My family never did that, so it was kind of weird, but I thought maybe that's what his family did. But it did kind of trip a little. Why is his hand there? This is weird.
Aaron had no idea he was being groomed by a practiced manipulator. The more Jerry did for him, the more he did to him. A lot of this would happen after playtime was over, after shower time, when it's getting close to bedtime.
Yeah.
Terrible things are going on. Mm-hmm. And he would still be down there with you for a long time, right?
Yeah, give or take an hour and a half.
Aaron was just 12 years old, filled with fear, shame, and confusion.
There was so many emotions and thoughts running through my head. Being a kid, you never know what to do. You don't know who you can tell because you don't know who you can trust.
At home, Mom thought Jerry was a godsend. And at school, Jerry volunteered as a football coach. Aaron says he could simply have the boy yanked out of class anytime he felt like seeing him.
The principals would call my teacher, say, hey, we need Aaron down here. All right, and there he was, standing there. The one place I thought I could feel safe, and it's just completely shattered.
How often?
My grade in my history class was a high 90. I was failing because I was out of class so much.
Steve Turchetta is the man Aaron says delivered him to Sandusky. An assistant principal and football coach you'll meet in person later on. But back in school in those desperate moments, Aaron did what he could to protect himself.
When he would try to call me out of class, I would go sit in the bathroom and then right before the bell rang, go back to class.
You would hide from him?
Oh yeah, in the school.
What does it tell you? Aaron's one refuge was the track. How would it happen for you as you started to run? Would the thoughts go away?
If I focused on running, then everything else just kind of leaves. All the thoughts and emotions and stuff, it's just running.
He says he did everything he could to stay away from Jerry, but the more he tried to avoid him, the more aggressive Sandusky became.
He once followed my bus home from school. He told me to get in the car. I took off running. He drove on the opposite side of the street, on oncoming traffic to catch up with me, and then I ran up an alley. He went to my house and parked out front. It was that bad. It was that bad of a, ex-girlfriend that you wish you never had.
Except it's not a girlfriend. It's this 6'3", 260-pound football legend who can go anywhere he wants and do whatever he wants.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dawn was alarmed by the hundreds of phone calls and visits to the house, and also by Aaron's acting out. He was lashing out at her, and she didn't know why.
I laid down so many different hints and clues for her to catch on.
But you weren't able to say,
no,
this guy is a monster, he's sexually assaulting me.
I couldn't do it.
Why?
Embarrassment, fear of not being believed.
Then, when Aaron turned 15, he finally told Dawn something, that Jerry kept pulling him out of class. Dawn was shocked and called the school demanding answers. When she met with the principal, Karen Probst, the next morning, her worst fears were realized.
Aaron was melting down in the office. And then the principal went on to explain that Aaron had said that Jerry had done something sexual to him.
How did that hit you?
Like a rock. And I immediately, told them that we needed to call the police.
What do they say?
They tell me to go home and think about it.
Go home and think about what?
That's what I said. Go home and think about what? What is there to think about? We need to call the police right now. Jerry was in the school.